Welcome. We're back. Crazy day in the market. Like, I think it was up, the S&P was up like 1%, pretty much good all around. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We're back. I think I fixed my camera, so you should probably be seeing me in HD right now, 1080p. We were having some camera issues last night. Let me put down my mic just a little bit. That should be good. Let me know if the audio is fine, or if it's fine, don't let me know. But yeah, hopefully everything should be good. All the new graphics and stuff. Good day in the market. Good day. Trades they did okay. You know, nothing too crazy. OPTT hit the target for 13% today. Goose, that was from last week, but it is up 16%, nearing the target. I think CLOV had a great day. It's up 8% since the entry. I posted that right before the market closed on Friday. Clover had a good day. It was up and down after hours. I think it closed at around 14. So yeah, it's up 8% since the entry, posted at 1320. Good stuff there. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go to the chart in a little bit. Then other than that, XP, I think they had some news come out today. But yeah, I think there's something that happened, some sort of catalyst, and XP is up 7% now. Other than that, the other ones are pretty much, you know, just up a little bit or flat. Fisker still right at the entry of the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, which we're going to talk about in a second. But yeah, the big loser today was LAZR. I got stopped out of that one. Just it didn't do what I was looking for, right? How you doing, KP? What's up? What's up, Max, Aiden, Nick, Finay? How's everyone doing, Chris? I use what trading platform? I use a bunch of them. I use Webull, Robinhood, and TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. I use a bunch of them. I have different accounts for different things. Do I trade the market open? Sometimes it depends on, you know, if I'm looking for a play right when the market opens. But you know, I get to my desk like a minute before the market opens every single morning. That's when I start trading. So I guess yes. But yeah, let's head on over to the charts. Pretty good day. Make sure to hit that like button. Thank you so much for 1,500 subscribers. We hit that live on stream last night. Super dope. Getting close to 5K on Twitter. Thank you for all the support. Check out the website. Learn how to trade for free. freetradingmovement.com. Join the Discord. We have about 900 members in the Discord in like the first 2 weeks, I think, or maybe 3. Yeah, if you want to send me a tip, if you want to buy some merch, just click on the pinned comment in the chat and you can buy merch. You could send a tip. It'll pop up on the stream if you want to. Yeah, let's head on over to the charts. All right, let me move this over a little bit. All right, hopefully we're good. I think I worked on the graphics a little bit again, so hopefully everything looks crisp. Okay, I hope so. But yeah, just to start things off, futures completely flat, like literally the same as the market close. Bitcoin, the title, it's in the title of the stream. Bitcoin's like doing nothing. It's just in this neutral pattern, right? It's trying to bounce off the support. Not too much is going on there, if I'm being honest. But it is nearing the end of this pattern, so a breakout, I can tell you for sure, Bitcoin is going to have a breakout to the upside or to the downside, and it's going to happen by January 22nd, okay? That's when this pattern ends, so it's going to have to break out one way or the other, unless it's exactly at 37,340, okay? Unless it's right there on January 22nd, it's going to be breaking out to either side. So just chart this and watch it. That should be pretty telling on the future of Bitcoin. That obviously affects the crypto stocks, Mara, Riot, you know, the whole entire deal with those. But yeah, does institutional trading smart money concepts apply? Apply to what? They do apply, but it depends on what you're asking. But yeah, let's take a look at Fisker. Pretty flat day. I think it closed after hours at like $15. Really nothing's changed. Like literally nothing has changed since the analysis I did last night showing the Wyckoff schematic number 1. You're still just, I think you're in between that C and D part of the pattern. But again, as I said last night on stream, if you just don't get price action, the C part can continue extending until you either break out to the downside or you start moving back to the upside. Daily, the one thing I don't like about the Fisker chart, and I kind of tweeted about it, is the daily MACD. I mean, look how nicely it was developing, getting so close to green, and then you got 2 little levels of more negative momentum. So you're going to need some good price action to get this reversed. But I think a daily MACD crossover would be great for Fisker. The one thing that is developing very, very nicely for the bulls, obviously you had a very nice bounce off the support range yet again today. Been showing the support range even before the Wyckoff pattern. I've been showing this $14.50 to $15 support for the past month. It's pretty obvious at this point, but it was your golden retrace, right? I called it before it even got there. It's just your Fibonacci 0.618 level, and that's been holding. But here you go on the 1 hour. There's hidden bullish divergence developing on Fisker. Again, it's the 1 hour. It's not as reliable as the higher time frames. As you can see, if we really zoom in, right? You made a higher low from this low to this one. You made a slightly higher low, but you made that on a lower level on your MACD. Now your MACD is developing. So there's your hidden bullish divergence. You really have to zoom in to see it, but it is there. You broke over the VWAP on the 1 hour. You close over 15. You pretty much close at 15 after hours. So yeah, Fisker, the 1 hour looks great. The 4 hour, not much of an edge, honestly, just pretty neutral. Then the daily, obviously, of the Wyckoff pattern, and then the MACD, you just wanted to cross over to green. That's just going to be a matter of time. It's going to happen eventually, but the question is when. I have no clue. It's just a guessing game until it does happen. So you can confirm that hidden bullish divergence, which there's like a 95% chance it's going to confirm. It's just when. I have no clue. Yeah, that's Fisker, CLOV. Let's talk about Clover. It actually, all right, if you looked at the chart, the trade chart I put out, not only whenever I put out, you know, a trade setup, can you see, you know, that I'm backing something that I think the price can go up, but when I put out a trade setup, I'm really showing everything on the chart, right? So when I literally put out like this, I have not changed a single thing on this chart since I put it out officially on Friday, right? When I put it out, the entry was 1317. It got there perfectly. It was right at that level when I posted it. Then today, I think it opened up like 5-6%, but then it fell all the way back down to retest this support level. It bounced off of it. Then after retesting the support, I think towards the afternoon, maybe around noon or something, it came all the way back up to the 1417 resistance, the 1420 resistance, you get the point. And that was on the chart, and it showed resistance there. That's why I had it charted, because it was your previous support from right here. That's why you saw resistance there today. Even after hours, it was struggling to break that. It did for a little bit, then it came back down to close at 14. So you really want to break over $14.20 with confirmation. You want to break over it, and you don't want to fall back under it, right? You can't just get over it and say, hey, we broke out. No, you need to see that follow through, right? It needs to either turn into support, or you need to either just fly after that. But it still looks good. You were developing hidden bullish divergence for a little bit, but now it's not really anymore. Wichita Trader donated 5. Great job as always. Can we get your opinion and analysis on CIDM? We will go to that for sure. Thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate it. But yeah, everybody here, we got 50 people in here and only 15 likes. Numbers don't work out, so hit that like button if you enjoy the free analysis. And yeah, let's go with my music. Let me try and fix this. So we're going to take a look at that right now. Okay, music should be good. So what was it? CIDM. Okay. XP up 9% today. Yep. Oh, it went up 2.5% after hours as well. Let's go, XP. Great stuff there. So this is CIDM from the tip request. Looking at the daily. You definitely had classic bullish divergence, but it's already been playing out. So this appears to be all your levels on the chart. You don't have much of a pattern. I don't think it's the cup and handle because that would be way too large of a handle. You want your handle to be like pretty small for the most bullish cup and handles. That shows that the bears could not even get the price back down, but the bears were able to get the price back down, so it can't be a cup and handle really. I like how you're above the 200-day moving average. That's probably your biggest support right now, and that currently is at 99 cents. That's also like the psychological support of $1. On the 4 hour, not much either. Yeah, I mean, you're right under this resistance level at 120. You have a couple of scam wicks over there. Mitchell Sandy with the $5 donation. Thanks for videos. Need to learn more about trading? Well, you're in the right place. This is what the whole entire movement is about. Teaching people how to trade for free, not costing people thousands of dollars. No, it's about teaching people how to do this all for free with videos, with streams, with trades, so you can see what I'm doing and also make money off of them. So appreciate it very much. Thank you for the 5. Sandy. So on this one, I don't know, you already have the classic bullish divergence playing out. Your support is probably just $1, which is like 9% away. And then resistance 121. If you break 121 with confirmation, that's when you can see a crazy move. But you need to get over 121. It was this support over here. Yeah, that is CIDM. What else we got in the chat? We can look at XP. Had a great day today for sure. Right there, XP. There you go. This was an official trade. I forgot who it was, but somebody in the Discord told me about this. They recommended it and I liked it and I posted it, right? So if you're in the Discord, it's not just me making these ideas. It's 900 people who can make these ideas. Me, Guy in Hat, the person who gave me XP, Christian, a lot of people, Talent Finder as well, Josh Trades. There's so many people in the Discord that you can get advice from. Not financial advice, but just trading psychology advice. And there you go. Great stuff here. It was up 9% today. The trade itself is up almost 7%. It is facing this resistance, but I think it might have broken it after hours according to Steven. So you just want to hold above 43.44 because that was like your local resistance right here, even right here. So 43.44 is a very big level. You want to break over that and hold it for continuation to the upside. A very, very good day for XP. I don't remember what the exact catalyst was, but good stuff. CLOV up after hours. Yep. They filed some form, the 13D or something. I feel like they did the same exact thing on Friday. Am I wrong? I'm not too sure. We can look at QS. After hours, the CEO filed a approximately a 37% stake in Clover Health on top of Chumma owning almost 27%. All right, great stuff there. So, I mean, you love to see when people are backing their own companies, right? Owning their own shares, buying. So that's good stuff right there. Yeah, we can look at QS. I was just doing the tip request first. THBR, we can take a look at that as well. QS right there. I don't know, it just couldn't hold this support level. XP current price is 44.48. That's great. That's awesome. Thank you for the 26 likes, by the way. QS is trying to build a new support right here at like 51.38. But I also like how the MACD went to green, right? Just at least that's a good start. So not bad there. I don't know. It's just weird. At this point, I liked it better here, but it just didn't work out, right? You were at the golden retrace, you had an actual support. It just couldn't hold it. There was not enough demand at that level, right? It's all supply and demand at the end of the day. You broke that, then you fell down to 51.38. Now you're trying to find support at 51.38. You can go for it. It could create like a 1 hour double bottom or something, right? I mean, that really wouldn't be a double bottom, but maybe a channel. I don't, you get the point. It could bounce off this level. It already is trying to. But if it falls under 51.38, I mean, your next support looks like 47.50. So those are really your levels. If you fall under 47.50, it's probably going to get very ugly very fast. So this could be your bounce range for a move up, a common retrace. But it's definitely a high risk, high reward type trade on QS right now, until there's a pattern or just something more to work with. So yeah, that's QS. AMPE. I was gonna look at something else. What did I say? THBR. Yeah, drop some tickers in the chat if you want me to look at something. If you want to send a tip, if you want to buy some merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Awesome day in the market. I mean, there's not too much to do with THBR, right? I assume this is a SPAC as well. So it probably just depends on the fundamentals of the actual merger company, the hype around it. Technicals, they're just kind of in this range. You did have some classic bullish divergence right here, but that obviously already played out as today was up 4%. So that classic bullish divergence is already playing out. We can look at AMC as well. Yeah, I put that in my tweet. So I don't know, you're just in this range. If you fall under 12.7, even you have some support here. If you fall under $12, that's bearish. If you can break over 13.60, that's bullish, in my opinion. But again, I don't know how much technicals matter on these very new SPACs and stuff like that. I mean, you even have some hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. So the technicals actually look pretty decent, but again, it depends on the company. Did I look at AMPE? I don't think so. Up 10% today. Bounced off of this support level at 135 again. Look at that. So that's like some local divergence, right? When you see the price going down with the MACD going up, that's bullish. And there you saw it, very strong day today. I mean, previous resistance turned into a support, looks very similar to Clover. Hidden bullish divergence is developing as well, right here. Technicals look good on AMPE. I think 135 was obviously the better entry area at the actual support. But as long as it holds over 135, great. I guess you have like a resistance right here, 167. So those could be targets, I guess, 167, 198 if it goes crazy. And then your stop loss would have to be under this, which does make the risk management pretty hard if you're trying to trade it. What's up, Frankie? So that was AMPE. What else? Online betting got news out of Michigan, others to follow, maybe New York. Yeah, we could look at DraftKings and PENN. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the technicals don't really matter on them with all the legislation going on. So the news itself matters more. I was gonna look at JE, right? Down 4% today. I mean, this thing got crushed. That is a very ugly macro trend, right? I'm not saying you can't trade it. I'm just saying it makes it a very high risk investment if you have a macro trend and that is that bad, because there was obviously a reason for it to dump like that, right? I don't know. I don't really see an edge. Just kind of in the, what is this wick even from? I don't even know. I guess that's your range between 473 and 547, but even when you broke out of it the first time, it didn't really do anything. In my opinion, this just looks like a chart in which, at least on the daily, it looks like technicals don't matter whatsoever on this chart. Like, this price action, I don't see correlating to any technicals for right now. This is just one I have no clue about. This could continue dumping. It could have a quick pump because it just got crushed. I have no clue. Do your research on the company. I'm sorry. It's just not really where I can help you out with. DraftKings. Yeah, we can look at BurgerFi as well. So let's do DraftKings. Let's do PENN. Well, PENN's a much quicker one, so I'm just going to do that first. Look, it's at 100. There you go, right? It used the previous resistance as the support. It bounced off of it, and now it's back at 100. Look where it also topped out at the 1272. I mean, I've been looking at PENN since down here when it was in the range, right? Remember this? I said if you break 75, you're probably going to make a run up. I don't think I said to 100, but I just said you're probably going to make a nice run. And you did make a very nice run. And it's been making a nice run since like, what, $4 or something in the beginning of 2020 or something like that. So your support, 97.55. You want to hold over 97.55. And then resistance, it would probably just be this local high, right? Right there at 106. So those are your levels on PENN. It is literally that simple. DraftKings is a little bit different. There isn't much of a pattern. There's not much divergence. There's been great calls on DraftKings in the past with the head and shoulders here, with the hidden bullish divergence down here. There was that one failed trade over here. That was like a 2 or 3% loss when I warned about the bearish divergence. At this point, look, you topped out again at that 55.81 level. I think we talked about this last night, right? Where it just couldn't break it, and then your next support is literally 48.30. I don't see much support until then. But again, there's just so much going on aside from the technicals on these gambling companies, online gambling, whatever it is. What was the other one? So we look at DraftKings, BurgerFi. I want to look at AMC, sure. I day traded AMC on Friday for like a 10% day trade. Obviously, I could have held that, seeing what happened today. But AMC, I mean, this is just a case in which this thing got crushed, right? Got absolutely demolished. It came back down to these previous all-time low levels at $2. Well, I assume that's the all-time low. Came back down to that all-time low support, right? Super easy to look at things like this. There was classic bullish divergence on the daily. When it was at $2, there was classic bullish divergence developing over here before the move happened. Since it showed you that classic bullish divergence at a support, it is up 50% since then. A lot of people have called this on Twitter. I'm not calling, this was not my call at all. I never even talked about this until it happened. I did trade it. I think I saw Zach Morris talk about it on Friday, the Stock Watch talk about it on Friday. There was a lot of volume in it on Friday, so I did a nice 10% day trade. But this is what happens. I wish I would have seen it down here. I just didn't. Because even then your risk management would have been so easy, right? Your stop loss would have been at like 188, and then your targets would have been this. So at this point on AMC, now that we're looking into the short-term future, your support is 281. That was your support right here, your support right here. Pretty much that's about it. Your resistance is 334. I think that was just your low right there, your high right here, and then your next resistance is 382, which was your support over here, and your resistance over here. So those are your levels on AMC. There's no pattern at this point. There's no divergence at this point. There were much better entry areas. Those are your levels for the short term. You also have the 200-day moving average. This is really all I can do for you. Of course, it's AMC. It can go crazy. I mean, look how much this thing got crushed. It truly can go crazy. This could have been the bottom on AMC. Vaccines rolling out, very easily could have been, but it's very hard to tell ahead of time, right? Is this just a 50% pump, or is it the bottom? I have no clue. So that's up to you to make your own decision on. We'll see what happens. Nice stuff though on AMC. What is this song? Let's look at BurgerFi, right? I think I had a good day today. Yeah, it was up like 2%. Oh, so I posted the second trade on BurgerFi. I posted the first trade on BurgerFi down here at 1277, literally right here. I was calling a bottom, like a local bottom. I posted this in the Discord in the Trade Alerts channel when it was at 1277. I said I'm entering DraftKings here, and since that like buy call in the Discord, it's already up 7%. So it's literally already up 7% since the original Discord buy call. But for the people who weren't in the Discord, and even for the people who still are, I still think BurgerFi looks great. You're holding this 1327 support, which is very good. You broke out of this downsloping channel, right here, this downsloping channel, you broke out of it. You even back tested it on the 4-hour. You have daily hidden bullish divergence, and you're at the golden retrace. There's a lot lining up for BurgerFi, and I love the company fundamentally. Why is my mic too loud? Let me move it a little bit down. I think it should be fine. But yeah, I like the company. They've been making money for many years now. They're not like one of these SPACs who hasn't had revenue yet. They've had multiple years of revenue, and the chart looks good. You're at a support, you're at a Fibonacci level, you broke out of a pattern, you have divergence, you're over the 200-day moving average. Those are 5 things lining up on BurgerFi. And then even if we look at the 4-hour, it doesn't have all the data on TradingView yet, but you kind of back tested the breakout, right? You can kind of see it on the daily, on the weekly. On the daily, you can see you broke out of it, and now you're holding that previous resistance as your support. It's not perfect, but you get the point. I like BurgerFi, right? So that's the new trade on BurgerFi. It's up a little bit, but the original trade is up like 7%. What else we got here? Yeah, AMC went crazy. Didn't you make a lot on those calls, Christian? Appreciate the support. Cool Arsh won. Ethereum Classic, we can look at that, but again, it depends on Bitcoin, right? Ethereum Classic, all these altcoins, they're dependent on Bitcoin. So continue to watch Bitcoin, right? But we could take a look at it. Nothing I can do there. I mean, You have a support at 762, but look how far away that is. If we take a look at the 4 hour, not too sure. We could probably zoom in. Now it just looks like you're in a range between 870 and 966 maybe. So yeah, you're just in this range on Ethereum Classic. IDEX, sure. It was up 5% today. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people saying cup and handle. Yes, I see the rounding bottom, I see the handle, but for a cup and handle, you want a clear neckline so you can know when you're breaking out of the cup and handle, right? You're probably going to see people are showing the neckline like this, right? You're probably going to see people showing the neckline like this, wrong button, like that. You're probably going to see people showing the neckline right here. I have no clue. There's going to be different areas in which people think it's breaking out because it's not a clear neckline, because this was your left side of the cup and you only came about like 70% of the way back up before falling back down for the handle. So it's probably not a cup and handle, but it doesn't matter. You don't need a cup and handle for the price to go up. That's what people need to realize. Let's go to the daily on this one. Just look at the levels. It's very good that it's staying above 303, right? That was a previous support. Then it was resistance for a long time. Resistance again. And now it's holding above it. So it is good that it's holding above 303. That's your support. And unfortunately, your major support is 10% away. That's just what it is. That's what happens when you get a crazy move like that. No bearish divergence. I don't know. What could your next resistance be? I'd say this high, 395. You almost just got to it the other day, so it's literally your support is 3 and your resistance is 4. I mean, just eyeballing it, so not the easiest to manage your risk. So that's really what I can give you on that one, just the levels. Predictions on Bitcoin. I think it has fundamental use case for the long term. I like Bitcoin fundamentally, but you know, could there be crazy drops? Yes, there's always been crazy drops with Bitcoin. So I don't know if this is the best entry area. You had much better times to be entering Bitcoin. I do think entering here is FOMO. I think you have a fear of missing out if you're buying Bitcoin at these levels because you were ignoring Bitcoin. I'm not speaking to you personally. Don't take this personally. I'm just talking to like the FOMOers. Okay, I'm talking to the FOMOers right now. They ignored Bitcoin from 2018 to 2020. They ignored it when it was showing you a price at 3. It was at 3,800 in March, like literally 3,800. And that's just the psychology of traders. You want to be getting in before the hype. You don't want to be getting in after something just had a 10x, right? So over the past decade, you could have entered Bitcoin at a higher price, and now people want to enter it. I mean, I do think it is FOMO to be entering here, but that's not me saying Bitcoin can't go higher, right? The chart looks neutral, so it could go up, it could go down. It's just in a neutral pattern right now. From a technical standpoint, there's not currently an edge. If you follow me on Twitter, I posted a reversal signal at 30K. Literally, it dumped from 42K to 30K. I literally put out a tweet saying, look for a reversal here. It went up to 40K. That was like a 33% move after that support. There was some hidden bullish divergence. So like you want to be entering at those levels, right? In terms of like Bitcoin in the future, I don't like doing long-term predictions. There's just too many things that can change. That's why I never really do long-term price predictions. But I don't know. It's just at this point on Bitcoin, if you hold over 30K, you're bullish. If you hold over 30K, you're completely fine. Anything above 30K is very high, very nice, very bullish. And if you ever break over 42K, probably going to see 45K. If you break 45K, you're probably going to see 50K. That's just what happens psychologically when you get to these levels. But it's just, I'd say wait until this pattern plays out, right? Because this can go either way. It's out of support right now for sure. But I think this pattern is going to be very telling for the next month of Bitcoin, whichever way it breaks out. Not the next month, but the next couple of weeks. Ethereum's killing it right now for sure. Yeah, we could look at CODX for sure. How have I not talked about that? CODX, oh my gosh. So I posted this today. Okay, it's already up 5%. Literally, there's proof of it. I posted it at 11:33. Not the time, like the price was 11:33. And yeah, this was the entry down here. It's already up like 5.5%. So I own CODX, I got into it, I'm in profit already. If you're in the Discord, if you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen this, right? So turn on my tweet notifications, make sure you have the Discord app, and you can get stuff like this for free. I'm not charging a single dollar. But on CODX, the idea behind the trade is in the macro, you have a right-angled descending broadening wedge, okay? Where you have this down-sloping demand line, and you have this sell wall at $15. That's also a 200-day moving average. So it was continuing to bounce off of this support line that was down-sloping. And then on this bounce, not only did it bounce, but it also created an inverse head and shoulders, right? These little white things right here created an inverse head and shoulders. The neckline was 1122, and right when it was breaking out is when I posted it. So there you go. I mean, it's already at 5%, it broke out. And the target is just right under the 200-day moving average and this major resistance level. If it ever breaks this resistance level, you're probably going to fill this gap. Literally, you're probably going to go to like 18 bucks to fill the gap, or 19. I think it's 19 on the daily, but you need to break like 15 first, right? So that's why the target is, you know, like 1450 or something around there. Very nice start, but again, on a pattern like this, don't be surprised. And I think you already saw one today. I think we already back tested it. We got close. But don't be surprised if you back test the breakout. That's very normal, right? You almost did. You came down to 1137. I think that might have been when I posted it. I'm not too sure, but it came back down to like the 1150 level. It kind of back tested, but it could go further down if it decides to back test. Otherwise, it could just fly. So it's already in profit. You should be pretty comfortable. And yeah, that is CODX, the new trade from today. Yeah, GameStop. Let's talk about GameStop. I know Jim Cramer's been talking about it a lot. It's been going crazy. If you were in the stream back in November, you remember GameStop. I showed GameStop for probably a whole entire week every single night saying it was bullish. Nobody was listening. Nobody cared. I tweeted it out. Nobody cared. Literally, nobody cared, okay? It was down here, right over here. It was not like an actual ascending triangle, but you had this upsloping demand line, and you had this resistance level. It kind of looks like an ascending triangle, but it wasn't one, right? It was just, that's where your support and resistance was. It was over here bouncing off of this. Literally, there's proof of this. I was streaming and I showed this. There was hidden bullish divergence right there, where we made a high low on price, hidden bullish divergence. The price was $10, and I think when I looked at it, it was up here. I think it was like $11, okay? From $11, it has gone to $40. This is why I always say you want to be in before the hype, okay? I mean, from that point to like the top of GameStop, it was a 300% move. From that point until the current price on GameStop, 263%. And no, I did not call a 263% move, but I did put out a nice little 15% trade, and there was another one down here. All I'm saying is, for things like this, and same thing with Bitcoin, right? I don't understand. I mean, I do understand. It's very obvious, but people really only start caring after this happens. This is the issue with most traders. They only care about things after this type of thing happens. But once you learn technical analysis and you learn about trading in the zone by Mark Douglas, that's literally a book, you can get in at these areas before the runs on Bitcoin, on Tesla. I'm not too sure about NEO, on GameStop, and that's, you know, this is just like some education. You want to be getting in during accumulation, during the lows. And again, when I do these talks, I'm not talking to you directly, okay? Please never take these types of talks as me talking to you directly. I'm talking to the general FOMO market, okay? Just understand that, not you directly. But I just, you know, for education, I want people to realize that these are the areas you're looking for an entry, not this, right? I mean, what's the pattern right here? Okay, let's look at this. I kind of make this joke a lot where I just start drawing like random stuff, right? I don't know, I just make this joke a lot, but like, you know, what can you do there? So, I don't know. At this point, I have no clue. We can go on the daily. And then let's look back over here. You have a resistance at $45.88, $35. You're over 35. Kind of another one right there. So here you go. Let's bring this back over to the current price. Looking at the daily. Alright, so your supports right now, this is literally all I can do. Your support range is between $33 to $35. Your short-term resistance is $45.88. That's pretty much it. You are oversold on the RSI. It is up like almost 300% since down at these levels. But yeah, that, I mean, just absolutely wild. I mean, this was a company that was facing, I think, bankruptcy in the middle of last summer. And now you're seeing crazy stuff. Even fundamentally, I'm not even saying that this was a technical thing. This was a very fundamental thing. They got saved fundamentally. But I'm just saying the technicals could have helped you interpret that before the move. So that was a little bit of a longer talk on GameStop. Yeah, TSN is a trade right now. Tyson looks great on the daily, in my opinion. Really hasn't done much. It's still at the entry of the trade. I mean, what? It hasn't done anything. I mean, at one point it was up like 3% or something, but now it's just back to the entry. This is like a trade that just didn't do anything. I mean, it's just at the entry, so it's like a few cents over it. You have that hidden bullish divergence developing on the daily, but what I don't like is how the MACD negative momentum started pulling back a little bit. Welcome back, Print. Welcome back to the stream, buddy. What? 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 But I'm going to step back from live streams for a little while, but we'll watch some early morning at 3 a.m. before trading begins. Print! Print! I'm sorry if I'm being loud if you have headphones on, whoever, but Print? How many times? How many times? Wow! I mean, if you just look where it says top donor, right? Down there, like down there at the bottom of, how do I point there? Down there where it says top donor, Print headshots. You've literally changed my life. There's nothing else to say. I need to literally drag this in. Hold up. Print. I need to try and fit that in the recent donor because of how crazy that was. Print. Every single person in here. We have 53 people in here. Print just donated $1,500. Can every single person in here please drop vibes in the chat? Prince is no problem. Just keep growing, helping all of us out. This one's different, Print. Like, you know, a lot of the times you saw me just go absolutely crazy, and I did for a second. But this one, it's just like, I'm a little bit emotional on this one. Right, it's been so much, Print. You don't understand. For somebody who's in college like me, right, that's life-changing money. So in the past couple of months, and even today, literally today, you've given me life-changing money, Print. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at TSN on the MACD, and then I hear this sound, and I look over to my other screen, and it says $1,500. What? 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 Christian, give me a second here. I promise I'll look at all of that. I'll look at all that. Thank you very much for the 5, Christian. Just give me a few minutes here, okay? Thank you very much for the 5. Appreciate all the support as well, Christian, with all the merch purchases and stuff like that. Thank you very much. I literally, like, in the amount of times that this has happened, I'm just charting. I hear my tips sound like, let's go. We got a nice tip. Appreciate it very much. Then I look over at my other screen, and then it just goes like that. What? What? Are you joking, Print? What? Thank you, Print. Thank you, Christian. Thank you all for the donations. But Print, you're insane. I mean, wow. Wow. What day of the week is it? It's a Tuesday. It's literally a Tuesday night. And Print just comes in here, drops $1,500, changes my life in front of everybody in here. Thank you so much, Print. And not just for this, for every single thing you've donated. That absolutely doesn't take away from everyone else. Literally, all of you have changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Every single person in here has changed my life. But Print, you're just very, very, very generous. Wow. Why? I cannot have this boring music on. Okay, come on. No. It's a little bit better. Print got the FTM going up on a Tuesday. The whole entire movement, just, I'm gonna reinvest. You know how it goes. Save some. Put it in the retirement savings account. You know, just smart things, okay? Everything that I'm being tipped, just I do smart things with. I'm not here to take that money and just throw it into random things. Go buy, you know, I'm not just weird things. That's not what I do, right? Whenever people are donating to the stream, it allows me to reinvest, do the giveaways that I've been trying to do, you know, get more products launched for the whole entire movement, put more into my setup so I can stream and then invest some of it, trade some of it, save some of it. It like really changes my life because I mean, it's obvious how that can change a college student's life. So thank you so much, Print. From me, from my family, I wish you an insane amount of luck this year in all of your endeavors. Thank you so much for the $1,500 for everything you've donated on top of that. And again, karma, right? That's coming back to you in a very, very good way. So, yeah, this one was a little bit more, how do I put it? Like, it wasn't just like me going crazy like how it was the other times. This one was like more like it's like emotional a little bit, right? It's different this time. I don't know why. It's just like more emotional than just like there was that one time I just almost broke my TV. That was like I think that was the first one, the first major one, if you remember, Print. But this one is, it's like emotion. Like what? Why am I being emotional right now? I don't know. Thank you so much, Print. Great vibes all around. I'm going to attempt to go back to this. Every time I even think about it, I can't fathom what has happened to my life in the last 3 months. Thanks to people like Print and every single person in the stream right now. I just, like, how do I go back to charting after, like, how awesome that is? Well, I guess that's what I have to do, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're all here. So we're gonna do it better than ever. Let's get back to the charting. Print, I'm gonna give you 10 thank yous. Thank you, 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 thank you. Print headshots for everything, for changing my life. Always, thank you. At such a very important time in my life, right? We're literally like that's just so life-changing, honestly. Let's go. You're insane, okay? I'm gonna message you after the stream, but thank you so much, Print, truly. We have to get you on the stream sometime, whenever you're free. I know you're very busy, and if you want to, I'm not forcing you, I'm saying if you ever want to, I would love to have you on the stream. We could get Guy and Hat in here, Christian in here, we could have a nice group call, or just you in. Print says, after Tyson chart JMIA, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the best analysis ever on JMIA. We might have to spend like half an hour on this one. Oh my gosh, hit that like button. Let's get 50 likes. We need 2 more people to hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Let's look at JMIA. Remember, Print, as I've said before, lifetime ticker requests. Whenever you could give me 20 requests a day and I'll give you a chart on every single one of them. I got you, Print. That's the least that I can do for you. There you go. JMIA confirmed hidden bullish divergence, right? Where you made a higher low from this low to this low with a lower level on your MACD. You even have it on your RSI. You have the daily hidden bullish divergence. Now, what does hidden bullish divergence imply? Try and breathe. It implies price continuation to the upside, okay? Looking at the macro pattern, it's just one big rounding bottom. I don't know if you can call it a cup and handle. Maybe you can. We're like, obviously, this print, you're crazy. Where this is like your rounding bottom right here. That's your rounding bottom. And then that could be your handle. Maybe it could be a cup and handle or just a rounding bottom. I don't think it matters which one of the two it is. What I'm really looking at here is this level right here, 47.85. If you break that level, very easy to find your next target. So let me chart this out all for you, okay? This is how, if I were to be putting out a trade on JMIA, this is what I would be doing, okay? Because all the lines under you are your supports. We've already shown these on stream. Where 41 is like your next major support, and that is 10% away, unfortunately. So it is going to be like a higher risk, higher reward, and just because of this run, right? That automatically increases the risk when you go from $7 to 50. Obviously I'm just being straightforward. So if it is a cup and handle or rounding bottom, your breakout point is going to be like 48 bucks, okay? You have the hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. You also have it on the 4-hour. Literally, you do. Let me take that off the 4-hour. On your MACD and on your RSI, you have hidden bullish divergence on the daily and on the 4-hour MACD and RSI. Every single oscillator has hidden bullish divergence, which implies continuation to the upside. Now, of course, news can affect that. I think they have earnings in March, which is some time out. And from what I've looked into this company on, they're like trying to be like the Amazon of Africa. That's just like literally the headline I saw or something like that. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Let me delete that. So how would I manage my risk here? And again, this is mainly for you, Print. This is not for everybody else. I'm just doing this one for you. Like managing risk on a cup and handle at this level, obviously the better entry was here. And I know you've been in JMIA since, these levels right here, right? So obviously that's not like your optimal entry. But like as a continuation, the risk to reward at this point looks something like this to me. Even if you put it right here, okay, your stop has to be under 41. You have to risk that much because that's just your next support. That's just how it goes, right? So if you just go a little bit under that next support at 41, let's call it 39.89, that would be risking 12%, right? Now, looking at the macro pattern, how would you target it? I would probably just use Fibonacci, okay? So let's zoom in right here. From your previous swing high right here to your swing low right there, we're going to use the fibs, okay? Boom, first target right here, your 1618. That gives you a 2.4 reward to risk. It's okay, it's not the best. You're mainly looking for a 3, but that's like that's the most easiest trade I could see right here, right? Where you're risking 2.4, or you're potentially gaining 2.4 more than you're risking percent-wise. You're risking 12% to try and gain 29%. And then if you wanted a second target, it would just be something like this. Let me get the levels correct. If you wanted a second target, this is pretty much literally all I would do. I just go for the 2618, right? Because there's no resistance. If you break this $50 level, if you get over 50, there's no resistance. There's no data there. So all you would have at that point is your 1618. You do have the 1272 at 53, but if you're really looking for targets, it would be 59 and 74. And this one would give you a 5 reward to risk, but it could take a very, very long time. And at the same time, you have to be watching your RSI and your MACD, right? Because you could show bearish divergence when you're only halfway there. You could be overbought on your RSI. There could be a bearish pattern like a rising wedge. So this is just looking at everything ahead of time. But again, whenever you're in the stream, you don't have to send the crazy tips. You just let me know and I got you. You've already sent the crazy tips, right? So whenever you do have the time to come out to the streams, just drop the JMIA in the chat and I'll give you that update, or just DM me on Twitter. But that's what I could do for you here in terms of how I'm seeing it. The only thing I would say is that you definitely do not want to top out right here, right? Because and Christian, I did not forget about your tip. We're gonna look at it in 1 second here. You don't want to top out here, otherwise you're gonna have 4-hour hidden bearish divergence, right? Where from this high right here to this one, you made a lower high for now. It's not a confirmed high yet, with a higher level on your MACD, and the MACD is waning. So really what you want on JMIA is you want it to get over 47.85 by the end of the week. That's what you're looking for. So yeah, just keep on watching that 4-hour MACD. That's the only bearish thing I really see right now. If that does switch over to red, then you want to take some caution if your 4-hour MACD turns red. So that's JMIA. That's I think that's the best way to put it. I don't want to overcomplicate it. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. So yeah, there you go, print. Thank you so much. I still can't believe it. $1,500 print. $1,500. Oh my gosh, man. Crazy. Okay, Christian donated the 5. Thank you very much as well, Christian, for all the support. Even in the Discord, you've been helping me out so much. You haven't asked me for anything. You've just been helping, and I really appreciate that. Christian says, hear me out. KHC, Kraft Heinz, divergences. Let's just throw up that chart for a second right here, okay? KHC, Kraft Heinz, let's throw up the chart. Okay, divergences got screwed over a little by tiny islands, but MACD is about to cross over to the green on the 4-hour and daily. 200 MA and the golden ratio Fibonacci line up perfectly, and that's where it's showing reversal signs. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's take a look at it. You are at the 200-day moving average. Let's take a look at the Fibonacci levels. See if those work out. Yes, you are at the golden retrace. 0.618. You're at the 200-day moving average. And then yeah, hidden bullish divergence. That you don't have to care too much about those one little islands. What really matters for divergence is the big islands, right? That's what you're basing it off of. So that one little red island doesn't really matter, I guess. So very nicely developed hidden bullish divergence. The level that you want to get back over is 32.39. You're only 5 cents under that. Look how big of a resistance that is, right? That was your support, right? Let's go even further back. That was your support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, and now it's your resistance again. If you can break 32.39, you're probably going to go to 33.35 very fast. That's just your next resistance level from right here and right here. And then after that, you're probably talking $35, which is just your high right there. Is there any local supports here? Yes, at 31.52. That's kind of where you even almost tested. So 4-hour hidden bullish divergence. Take that off the daily. Also, it's on your daily for sure. What did I just do? Let's take it off the daily. So let's try that. Let me change the song real quick. Okay. Change that. What is going on with the music tonight? Come on. It's a little bit better. So yeah, hidden bullish divergence is also there on the daily. I think you might have it on your MACD as well. Long one. I mean on your RSI, yes, very, very slightly. You also have some hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. It's very low as well, curling up a bit. So I think there is potential trade. Just remember though, on this one, it's like, you know, it's kind of like Pfizer, Walmart, ABT, where it just moves very, very slowly. You know, it's just a very stable stock, doesn't move too crazy most of the time, not super volatile. How would I manage my risk on this trade? Obviously your entry would have to be around there, and then stop loss would just go under the support. Market probably up here, and it gives you 2.7 reward to risk. There's your trade right there. 3 reward to risk pretty much if you round it. You're risking 3.5% to gain 9.5% potentially. So that's the potential trade on Kraft Heinz. They have this new, it's like, what is it? I think it's called like mayo racha or something. It's like sriracha sauce and mayo. It's pretty good. You should try it. That might send the stock price higher. It's really good. But yeah, print, if you're still in here, just like Rooster said, you know where to find us on Twitter. You ever got a question, you ever wants to give you anything, just DM us. We're always there. What's going on? How do you precisely chart support and resistance lines sometimes? You just look at price pivots in the past, where you found previous resistance or support. Like this pivot right here, this pivot right here. Wherever the price pivoted, wherever it went up to and then fell back down, or wherever it fell down to and then went back up. Those pivot areas are where you find your support and resistance. Another place where you can see support and resistances are at, did I just delete that? Fibonacci levels, right? These fib levels. And then the other way you can find them is in a pattern, right? If you have an ascending triangle, then you can have some, what's going on? Don't do that. What are you doing? Okay, right? If you have an ascending triangle like that, your resistance would be that top, support would be this upsloping line. So if you want to learn all about that, it's in my free course. Now, how do you find my free course? Well, let's go to it, okay? You go to freetradingmovement.com. And how do you even find all of the educational resources that I put together? You go to freetradingmovement.com. Let's go to the other screen. Okay, you go to freetradingmovement.com. Then you go to education. Literally, through this page, you can learn how to trade. There's my whole entire free course. There's a link to it. There's books that I recommend you read with the links to those books. And then there's all the accounts that I recommend you follow or subscribe to on YouTube and Twitter that I personally have been following myself. So literally absorb all the info on this educational page, join the Discord and ask questions, and then show up to the stream every single night. And I promise you, within a month or two, you're going to go from 1 to a much higher level in terms of your technical expertise. Okay? And again, even for me, there's always more room to learn. I've been learning about Wyckoff, right? I've been learning about all of this with the new Fisker trade. So there's always more room to learn. I really like the psychology of Wyckoff. I was looking at it earlier today. Let's get this ad out of here. The composite man. I mean, this is super cool. We're kind of taking a break from the charts real quick, but I mean, I think everybody here, because I'm just learning about this right now, and I think it's really cool. I'd love for other people to learn it with me. But just the psychology behind Wyckoff accumulation, which basically means, you know, all of these accumulation ranges on stocks can have certain pivot points in which the smart traders can notice to get in before the price goes up. Why are we looking at loans? Come on, Lending Tree. Wait, Lending Tree? Is Lending Tree the stock that I was trading? I think there was a trade on literally this stock right here. They have an ad for it. Okay. Whatever. That's besides the point. But this is a really cool thing about Wyckoff accumulation, where Wyckoff from like in the early 1900s talked about like this idea of the composite man, and Mitch Ray also talks about this a lot. I've already heard about this from Mitch Ray's stream, but it's basically, I'll just read it. All right, all the fluctuations in the market and in all the various stocks should be studied as if they were the result of one man's operations. Let us call him the composite man, who in theory sits behind the scenes and manipulates the stocks to your disadvantage if you do not understand the game as he plays it, and to your great profit if you do understand it. So everything I'm trying to do here is helping you all understand the composite man's game, so that when it's not super easy to make money in a bull market and it does get a little bit harder, then you're going to be able to find those accumulation ranges with the divergence, the patterns, the Fibonacci, and make money in any market. Okay, that's awesome, Jake. I literally just started studying all this yesterday, so I'm really enjoying it. I don't know why. I guess I'm a nerd for technicals, right? But it's just fun to learn how like the psychology of traders can be visualized, right? How did they even do TA back then? I think they used to print out papers or just draw the charts based on what they've been noticing. I have no clue. I don't know. It's crazy, but like literally, Wyckoff, who created all this, was an early 20th century pioneer. What? I mean, we're talking like a century ago. So again, like all of these studies, they've been analyzed, they've been improved for the last century. This is not some new random thing. Technical analysis is pretty old. It's older than me by far. Yes, I already did do Bitcoin. Let's get back to TradingView. All right, I think the transition scenes look pretty cool. I don't know if they're lagging, but I'm using a lot of CPU right now. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit laggy. I just have a lot of things running on my computer. Haven't looked at the chat in a second. Thank you so much for the 55 likes. Awesome. We still got 54 people in here. Hit that like button. Today was interesting. Okay. It was my first day back in college and one of my classes was horrible, but the other two were pretty good. I should try Honey Racha. I'll check that out. All right, so GEVO, we're gonna go back to like the ticker request. So drop some tickers in the chat. So GEVO, if you want to send a tip, if you want to buy some merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you again so much for the 1,500 subscribers. You know what I also just realized? For the longest time, people were saying in the chat, what's gonna happen when we hit 1,500 subscribers? What's Print gonna do? Like, you know, people have been saying like, oh, just wait till he donates 1,500 at 1,500 subs. I'm like, yeah, Print's already donated me insane amounts, insane life-changing amounts. Then we hit 1,500 last night, and then the day after, Print joins the stream and drops $1,500. I don't know if you're still here, Print, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, I'm not a full-time trader. I'm 18 years old. I'm about to turn 19 in a couple months, but yeah, I'm in my first year of college. So if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? Yeah, right there. Yukon. Also got the butterfly poster right there. So GEVO, there's absolutely nothing I can do here. It's a straight line up. No pattern, no divergence. Yeah, I'm 18. Not for too long, gonna be 19 soon. OPMZ, we can take a look at that. Is that the right one? Yeah, it's the only one. Unfortunately, again, this is a very weird looking chart. There's nothing I can do there. Look at these candles. Oh my gosh, imagine trading this. It probably isn't this I mean, it might be this volatile. But imagine trading this, like every 5 minutes you would be happy and then you'd be sad. You'd be happy and then you'd be sad. Like, look at those candles, what? This looks like a Dogecoin chart. But I can't do anything there, unfortunately. WWR, yeah, we can look at that. I'll look at those as well, Patrick. We'll look at Palantir and Marathon, right? This Marathon. Chop in the Discord and on Twitter has been talking about this. I don't know if that was Chop who requested this. But Chop, you're a legend. You've been talking about this. I think even the Stock Watch was talking about this. 40% today. You guys called it, absolutely. And if you were on the stream, the only place I showed this was on the stream. This was not on Twitter, it was not on Discord. The only place I showed this was on the stream. I made a trade for everybody who was there that night. This is why you want to show up to the stream. Same thing that happened with GameStop that went up 300%. Okay? A lot of the times, I just make things in front of all of you, show it to you. If you want to do something with it, do it. If you don't. And there you go. You would have made 27% profit if you sold there. Or if you would have just continued to hold, you would have made like 40% profit. I charted this. I showed you how to manage your risk on it, how to trade something like this. And it just went. There was probably a catalyst. I mean, I assume. But there you go. I mean, it's just pumped. You have resistance at 737. Hasn't even gotten there yet. I don't even know if it will. Kind of just topped out here for now. But yeah, again, regardless, I don't know if it's going to continue pumping or if it's going to dump now, but this was the area to be entering when we set up the potential trade. Gonna look at the chat again. Successful future ahead of you. Appreciate it. I hope so. Trying my best. Wes says, well, I know a guy 25 years ago that paid his USC school through trading to become a pharmacist. That's awesome. Shout out to that guy. Awesome. That's the goal. BW, we can look at, all right, so now we're gonna look at BW, Palantir, and what was the other one, Mara? And I'm gonna do the normal stream time tonight. I gotta wake up really early tomorrow morning for haircut. But yeah, we're gonna stick it. We're gonna continue going. BW, a lot. I've been seeing BW everywhere on Twitter, I think. Does this have a lot of hype around it right now? I mean, it was up 11% today. It just went from $3 to $5, so I could figure why. Looks like there was 4-hour hidden bullish divergence, daily hidden bullish divergence, right? This is what I really try to teach. You want to be getting in right here. Imagine you got in right here. I don't even if there was a catalyst today, I don't care. If you would have ignored everything else. Look at the technical. Scrooge. Also, another very, very, very generous tipper, Scrooge, with the $20 donation. Let's go. Thanks for all the educational vibes. GMPX, hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour MACD and RSI. Okay. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily, maybe? We're going to take a look, Scrooge. We are going to look at that. Okay? Scrooge, let's go. $20 donation. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. And you've tipped a lot, so appreciate all the support. I mean, the support tonight's been insane. Thank you, everybody. Not even just tonight. Thank you, everybody in the last 3 months who has changed my life. Literally. Thank you all so much. And Scrooge, hats off to you. Appreciate it again. Haircut that's not COVID approved. Yeah, but it's like I haven't had a haircut in like an actual, like the last 3 times I cut my hair, it was at home. So I haven't been to a barbershop in like 3 months. I literally just cut my hair at home. And the place I'm going to, it's just like you make an appointment and you're the only person in the shop. It's not like a crowded barbershop. You make your appointment and you're the only person there. They do one at a time. So yeah. SBW. I mean, hidden bullish divergence played out, and I'm gonna get to your tip in a second, Scrooge. I'm just gonna finish this up really fast. You want to be entering here. You had hidden bullish divergence. You were back testing a resistance and a previous support, and you were right here, right? This is where you want to be entering, and then your target would have been 482. It would have surpassed your target, but this would have been the trade, right? If I was looking at it right here, I would have literally told you, boom, target, boom, stop loss. There you go. I line it up for like 3 reward to risk, right? That would be it. You would have made 43% because you're buying in at a support level with the divergence where you're potentially gaining a lot more than you're risking. But if you do it up here, the issue, right? If you do it up here, it's just a whole entire different game. Like, I mean, yes, I'm not saying you can't make money, but you don't get the good reward to risk. It's a high risk, high reward. Yeah, always wear my mask. What was I gonna look at? GNPX. Okay. Thank you again for the 20, Scrooge. Up 4% today. Looks good on the daily, yeah. I was rewatching the stream last night, and I was so upset because I put like, I'm gonna go over this in 1 second. It's just I'm on it. My mind's just running right now. I was upset rewatching the stream last night because I spent 2 hours over the weekend upgrading all the graphics, and the camera, the camera was terrible on the stream last night, where like it just wasn't synced up right, where I would be talking and you would hear it immediately on the mic, but it would only show on the camera like 2 seconds later. And it took me like 40 minutes to figure out how to fix my camera, and I just had to click one button and I got it fixed. So hopefully you're seeing me perfect. I actually got this new camera. I was using my laptop camera, but now I have like an actual 4K camera. It's not in 4K right now because that's going to be laggy, but it's in 1080p. So again, all these tips, they help me to reinvest, right? So hopefully you're enjoying it. And my internet was bad as well, but no, it was like actually my camera was bad too. And yeah, my internet's good again tonight because I was on the wrong internet connection last night. So I don't know. If you're like a streamer, you kind of get what I mean, how frustrating that can be because you're trying to provide a good show, right? Appreciate that, Scrooge. Let's look at this chart, okay? Yeah, hidden bullish divergence on the daily for sure. On the MACD, let's take a look at the 4-hour. Yeah, you also have it on the 4-hour. I'm not gonna really. Why did my Discord just start? What? I thought something else opened. I thought it was like, because sometimes my PayPal randomly opens. It's happened like 3 times. All right, my Discord just randomly opened. What? One time I was streaming, not even joking, and I clicked a button and my PayPal opened. Can I close my Discord? I don't know why apps are randomly opening. I was streaming one time, I don't know if anybody was there, and my PayPal literally opened. And somehow, like, it didn't load correctly and it didn't show all my info, but I get scared whenever random things open. What else? Yeah, hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. Right there. And also, I've been having a lot of friends who got hacked lately. Like, I know a lot of people who are getting their Snapchats hacked. So yeah, you have the hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Then on the daily, I don't know why this looks so bad. You also have it, right? Let me take this off the daily chart. Let's look for some support, resistance levels. Rooster, you remember the PayPal? Dude, that one night that my PayPal almost opened, I freaked out because you know how much of a pain it would have been to reset every single thing, like my bank and my cards. If you were in the stream that night, it was so funny. Like literally, I just saw PayPal on like the loading screen. I just freaked out. It was crazy. I thought it was happening again just now. I feel like you have like this demand line going for you. And again, I don't know much about the company, Scrooge. It's not an ascending triangle. I'm just saying this is like your sell wall at $4. That looks like your resistance. And then your support is like this upsloping green line. You kind of have this support right here as well, right? 360. Yeah, I got real lucky that night, Rooster. Right, so 360 was your support right here, resistance right here, support right there, kind of resistance right here, definitely your resistance right over here, and your support right here. So 360 is a very real level. So yeah, you want to stay above 360, you want to hold this upsloping line, and that can lead you to a breakout of $4. If you break $4, your target's probably just going to be 440. So that's just like all these like little wicks right here around 440. Fibs, yeah, we can take a look at that. We can see what level it's at. It's just kind of in between the 0.618 and the what's it called, the 786. If you're looking at fibs for a sell target and that's what you were asking, it'll be like this. There you go. Your 441 level lines up with your 0.618, right? Wait, why did I just do that wrong? Hold up. Sorry, I did that the opposite. Like this, okay? So your 441 level would line up with 382, which isn't great. It's just like, that would already be a 10% move. I don't know, there's no other fib that lines up with the resistance level, if I'm being honest. How you doing, trader in the trees? See, I don't know if this is the best place to be using fibs. But in terms of your risk management, it definitely does look like a good chart. I would really hope for like an entry at the demand line. If it ever falls back to the demand line, that's where you would want to enter. What you could do, and this is not financial advice, how I would play it, is I would put in like an entry position right here. And then if it came back down to the demand line, I would put in the majority of my position over there. So let's just put it in the middle of the current price and demand line around like 379. Throw your target up here, bring the stop down. It gives you an okay amount, 2.65 reward to risk. You'd really want to lower that entry. You want to get it as low as possible. What you're really hoping for here is it comes back down to the demand line. Then you can enter at maybe like 375, get a 3.5 reward to risk. Potentially you can make like 17% if it goes up to the 440 level. That's how I would trade that. And there's your GNPX. Thank you again for the 20. Appreciate the support, trader in the trees. I was gonna look at something else, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at Palantir and Mara. I hope you're still here, Patrick. But Palantir, it's okay. Yes, you can say it broke out on the daily if you're looking at it like this, but that's just not like the best way to look at it. So if you're looking at the 4 hour, it's just levels. You don't really have divergence. You don't really have, you know, a pattern. Yes, some people look at it as like a wedge, but I don't think that's too valid. I don't think it matters too much because it keeps on breaking out to the upside, to the downside. Just whenever you have a pattern that's not really doing what the pattern should be doing is when you kind of just forget about it and just use support, resistance levels. Those are all of your levels. That's really all I can do on Palantir. Marathon looks like it broke out of this mini pennant to the downside, but again, you're not getting much fall through price action. So just because you have a pattern and it breaks out does not mean 100% you're going to get follow through. Sometimes you have a pattern, it breaks out of it and nothing happens, right? As Mitch Ray would say, it's not about the breakout itself, it's about the follow through price action, right? So if you don't get follow through price action, that means the pattern, even though it could have been valid, it didn't matter much, right? So I'm actually going to move up this support level because it looks like you're finding support at 21.96, right? If we really zoom in, on 4 different 4-hour candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, you pretty much found support at 21.96. So you want to continue to hold that. You could get hidden bullish divergence, but you want to wait for your MACD to start developing. And again, the high correlation with Bitcoin, continue to watch Bitcoin, see what that does. Oh, and look at this, your 21.96 was also your support over here, right? If we really zoom in, it was your support in this range, and I think pretty much right there on like the IPO candle. What? So that looks like your level you want to hold, because there's not much support resistance between $14 and $21. It's just a straight line up, straight line down. You kind of have this little level there, but I don't really know how valid that is. Maybe like this, right? That looks a little bit better, like 20.79. So I guess those are your 2 supports on Marathon, 21.96 and 20.79. Other than that, if it falls under that, take caution. In terms of resistance, I think 31, yeah, 31 was your support right here, your resistance right here. That looks like the next major resistance, and I know it sounds crazy, right? That would be another crazy move, but it almost got there on the first try. It got up to 28, so we'll see what happens. Have some cigars and bourbons. Can't drink. Bitcoin to buy mobile games. Okay. What else? GHIV. Is it like the GHIV merger this week or something? I feel like somebody said that in the stream last night. I think it is. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, you're still in here, Patrick. What's up? Yeah, for sure. Appreciate the support. And I did enjoy that one-on-one call. GHIV technicals probably don't matter if I'm being honest, right? Just honestly. Crypto Zeus, I'll talk about that in a second. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, just technicals don't matter on GHIV. It just depends on the merger itself. Rooster's being a funny guy right now. GHIV merges tomorrow? Is that true? Don't quote me on that. Do your own research. Do I think Bitcoin will bring Ethereum down with it? If Bitcoin dumps, yes, Ethereum will dump 99.99%. But I'm talking about a dump. If Bitcoin just pulls back, Ethereum could continue going crazy. But if Bitcoin dumps, 99% of the time Ethereum is going to dump too. That's just how crypto works. So Crypto Zeus said, beware that Bitcoin will crash. Again, don't ever expect, but it is possible, because there was Tether and stablecoin fraud that was mixed with exchangers working with them, cartel laundering money. I don't know anything about the cartel laundering money. I'm not going to speak on that, okay? But I have heard about the whole Tether situation. It's concerning. I think there definitely is a lot that has gone behind that. I don't know if allegation is the right word to use, but the story that's come out with it. But again, you have to remember there's so much more to Bitcoin than just that. Yes, it is important if it's true, and I believe most people are verifying it, I guess, in some manner. And I'm not a news source, okay? I'm never a news source. I could be the stupidest person in the world, okay? Don't ever listen to me for news, please, okay? If I say something, think the opposite. No, I'm playing. Don't think the opposite, but do your own research. I just think that Bitcoin has so much going for it, regardless, right? From decentralization, from peer-to-peer, from digitalization, from going against inflation, a hedge against inflation, to limited supply, which is why it's going against inflation, the halvenings every time more Bitcoin blocks their mind. Bitcoin is very complex, right? It's very complex. I know an okay amount of Bitcoin. I'm not a Bitcoin pro, but I've done, a few hours of research on like the actual, how Bitcoin works. And I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere anytime soon as in terms of mass adoption. I do think it's going to see mass adoption, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to skyrocket forever. There are going to be crashes, dips. We just saw Bitcoin fall from 42K to 30K. Things like that happen when you go from such low prices to such high prices, right? The people who were buying Bitcoin for $1 however many years ago, You think obviously they care that it falls from 40K to 30K because that's, you know, what, 20 something percent of their money, but you realize they've already made a lot of money, right? So it just comes down to valuation, supply. There's just a lot to Bitcoin, and yes, that is concerning, but there could be a whole entire Bitcoin could crash just because it's at 36K. Maybe people don't want to own Bitcoin at 36K. Supply and demand at the end of the day is what determines the price of an asset. And that's not me downplaying what you're saying. I do believe it is. Let me just change something on my TV. It's definitely concerning. I'm not saying it's not concerning, but there's just so much to it that I don't think the price of Bitcoin can be determined by just one factor. The only one factor that could determine Bitcoin in terms of the price is the same factor that determines every price: supply and demand. If you have more demand than supply, price goes up, and vice versa, right? Thanks for the thumbs down. At least you show up to do it. Somebody hit the thumbs down button. Come on, we're just vibing here. Why would you put the thumbs down? There actually have been a couple people on Twitter being very weird. I don't know. Twitter's pretty toxic. YouTube chat is much better than Twitter most of the time. YouTube chat's always great. We've only had 2 or 3 instances that were not great in the YouTube chat. All of you have done a very, very good job of making an awesome chat every single night. Twitter, on the other hand, I literally had somebody call me a fraud today. What? And I've gotten really good at not replying. Back in the day, when I was posting the SPAC butterfly, when it was $9 and nobody believed me that I was saying it was going to go to 18, people were literally, you don't want to know what they were saying back then. And back then, I was very new to all of this, and I would reply to every single one. I'd give them the attention that they wanted. Now we're a couple months into things, and I've gotten very, very good at not only not replying to hate from random people I'm never going to talk to in my life, but also having a great team around me. I have a great team of YouTube moderators, Discord moderators. So again, this is a lot more than just me. This is a movement. This is about all of us. So again, shout out to every single one of my moderators, because you guys help out so much. The social media team, my timestamper. This is not a one-man operation. It was for the first 2 months, but over the last month, I've been able to really get a great team alongside me on YouTube, in the Discord, for social media, for my YouTube timestamps. Shout out to every single person, all the Discord mods. Yeah, thank you everybody who's helping me out with this. That's just a little talk, I guess. But yeah, Twitter, some people on Twitter are just, it's weird because it's never the people with 10K followers that are ever talking trash. It's like the people with like an egg as their profile picture and like 4 followers that are just saying things that make no sense. What else we got? Bitcoin going up or down? Both. Again, Bitcoin's in a neutral pattern, right? We're looking at it right now. It's actually testing support. It's like, as we speak, Bitcoin is testing the support. And I'm gonna be honest, I have redrawn the support like a bunch of times. It was like that, like that, like that. So I just think whatever the next violent move on Bitcoin is, I think that's going to be a very important move. If you get a big $2,000 drop on Bitcoin, I would say take caution. I would be a little bit concerned about trying to buy the dip on that. On the other hand, if you get a 2K move or so to the upside, I think that would be super bullish, right? Because once you're at this price contraction zone where the volatility is so small, it implies that a major move is going to be coming soon. You've seen it time and time again on Bitcoin, right? So, I mean, the apex of this, pattern is like January 22nd, January 23rd. So just watch it in this area. I mean, until then, it could break out in 2 minutes. It could fall to the downside, right? So I have my alerts set up. You see like these orange dashed lines. If anything happens, we're going to know about it. But until then, it's very neutral. There was more of an edge on Bitcoin when it was down here at 30K, and I put out a Twitter buy call. I literally said, hey, look, Bitcoin is at a horizontal support. It is at, how did I do it? Like this. It is at the 0.786 Fibonacci retrace. And on the 4 hour, there's hidden bullish divergence. You can go on Twitter and there's literally proof that at 30K I said look for a reversal to the upside, and it went up 33% after that. There's literally proof of it. So those are the areas I'm looking for. At this point, it's a 50-50, honestly. But yeah, hit that like button. We need 3 more likes to get to 70 likes if you're enjoying the stream. Print dropped a $1,500 donation earlier. I still can't believe it. I don't know if you're still here, Print, but thank you again so much for that. We got 70 people in here at 10:30 on a Tuesday. So thank you for being here and spending your night, or a part of your night, in the stream. So yeah. We can get back to the ticker request now. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, we just hit 1,500 subscribers. Nobody's stopping us. We're going straight to 2K. FOMO into the channel. Go to freetradingmovement.com. Join the Discord. All of this is free. I don't charge $1. All of this is free, right? The way I'm being supported is through the very generous tips. Print. Scrooge. Christian. Everybody. Thank you so much for all the tips. But I'm not charging $1, right? I just provide. So hit that subscribe button. Every single night, I'm going to be showing up at 9 EST to go over the charts. All right, let's get back into the mix of things. Let me get some water. Join the Discord. Rooster just dropped the link in the chat. You need to join the Discord. We're at 900 members in like 3 weeks. We have 75 people in here. What is going on? Drop some tickers in the chat. Let's look at some charts, all right? We've had a nice talk. I have to wake up at 7. SPI, yeah, we can look at SPI, SNDL, sure. A lot of people have been talking about Sundial. I wonder what SPI's been up to. Whoa. Oh my gosh. How? I guess I just stopped looking at SPI. SPI hit the target of the trade. What? 23% profit. Who was here when I put out the SPI trade? Literally, this one was tough because I put it out right here. It immediately dropped, then it pumped, then it dropped again, then it went back up but didn't hit the target, then it dropped again, and then it looks like it just hit the target on January 12th. If you were here on SPI, people were complaining about this one. Patience is all it takes sometimes, right? It did take a lot of swings up and down. I actually was able to take profits right over here. But if you would have just stuck to the plan on this one, the trade setup that I put out for free was a 23% trade, right? So I'm also providing this. I show all the trades for free, right? Today we had a Clover up 8%. We had, what was the other one? CODX, I posted that literally today. That's up 5% today. So there you go on SPI. At this point, it is in this resistance area where 970 is, that resistance area, right? If it breaks 970, I mean, it could just fly. That's really all I can say right here. It could fly if it breaks $10. But remember, it's not really easy to manage risk. I think the better risk management was down here when I put out the trade, right? I don't know what's going on tonight. I think maybe YouTube decided for one night to actually share my stream to people. But I don't remember having 72 people in here this late at night ever. So thank you. If you're new to the stream, and this is important for the people who've been here for a while, just give me 2 minutes. Everybody was new to the stream at one point. If you are new to the stream, my name is Champion Vibe. I'm the leader of this free trading movement. Now what we do is we're a collective group of traders, right? And the goal of our movement is to teach people how to trade for free, okay? There's nightly streams, there's a full free course, there's a Discord with 900 people, there's trade setups, literally, I just hand them out for free. I don't charge $1 for my trades, right? They're all right here. Okay, let's head on over to the other screen. All right, having a little bit of an issue. Okay. So if you go to freetradingmovement.com, right? The link for this is in the Discord. You go to freetradingmovement.com. You can join our Discord. That's where I post the trades before I post them on Twitter in the Discord. Okay. You can get like an introduction of everything. You can have a one-on-one class with me. You can sign up for it. The streams are in the stream right now. The trade setups. Okay. We're going to talk about these trades in a second. Education, my full free trading course, books you should be reading, other YouTube and Twitter accounts to follow, scanners to use, right? My trades sheet. Okay, so if you want a little bit of just some verification, I guess, let's just look at the last few weeks of trades. Every single one of these trades, there's proof of them. I'm not writing random things on a sheet. Okay, There's proof of every single one of these. 42%, 33%, 23%, 19%. And I'm not hiding my losing trades. I show my losing trades. There were a few of them. I showed them. I'm not a hider, okay? Nice week right there. Pretty decent. Look at this week. I think this is one of our best weeks. 32%, 27%, 21%, 18%, 19%, 19%, 11, 11, 9, 6, 5, all profits right there. It's on the sheet, and I'll show you how to find those trades, okay? This was last week. 33% on space, 18% on XPV, 10% on OPTT, 10% on eBay, 14% on Goose and Moderna, right? And then this week, this is just how we're starting it off. OPTT hit the target today for 13% profit. Goose, this is ongoing from last week. It's up 16%. Clover up 8%. I posted that on Friday. XP was up 7% today. There was some sort of news catalyst. So Ray says it did recommend. Okay, because YouTube does a very, very bad job of recommending my channel. I don't know why. I don't know if they shadow banned me or what it is, but basically for all the streams I've done so far, the only people that really know about it are people who followed me through Twitter, because YouTube doesn't recommend my videos that much anymore. At first it did quite a bit, but in like the last month, YouTube just stopped, because I've been looking at like the analytics. YouTube just completely stopped recommending my channel. So all the new people have been from Twitter. So it's really exciting to see people from YouTube coming into my YouTube stream, right? So where do you find all of these trades? Let me show you, okay? So you go to the free trading movement website, right? Link for this is in the description. Then you go to Champion Vibe and you go to trade setups, okay? And this is gonna show you with proof the timestamps for every single one of my trades, right? CODX, I posted this today, okay? Literally, let's hit the play button. All right, it's not updating because I posted it today, okay? BurgerFi, it's not gonna update, I posted it today. Fisker, same thing. CLOV, okay, CLOV. Posted it at $13, let me move it over. Posted it down here at $13.20 on Friday. And then you can hit the play button to fact check me if you don't believe those numbers on the trade sheet. Boom, there you go. It's up 8%. All right, you can do this for every single one of the trades. Same thing, XP. Boom, profit. There you go. See it? It shows you where I posted it and where the current price is. So there's proof of every single thing. Those numbers you saw on the sheet, you can verify every single one of those numbers should you want to by going to the timestamps, okay? You want to check out these profits? Go for it, okay? Go for it. So this is what it's all about. And I'm not charging $1 for it. For the people who've been here, I'm sorry if I'm explaining that again, but again, everybody was new to the stream at one point. So for the people who are new, I want to give them the fair shot of explaining everything to them. But yeah, I hand out all of these trades. You just click on this, or you go in the Discord, or you follow me on Twitter. Every time I put out a new trade, I'll mention it everywhere. And there's great ones. Another one right here, OPTT. Look at that, okay? Entry was 279. Hit the target, even crushed the target, okay? And even the failed trades are here. Let me find one that failed, okay? Let me do what most people fail to do. Everybody always ignores their failed trades. No, that's not what I do. You wanna see a failed trade? Laser, failed trade, okay? Why am I comfortable showing you my failed trades? Because another thing I teach is risk management, which means you always wanna set yourself up in a position to gain more than you're losing, right? So you want to be making so much more on your winning trades than you're losing on your losing trades, right? If you do that time and time again, if you win so much on your winners and lose so much on your losers, it doesn't matter if you're having failed trades, because those failed trades barely do anything to your account. So most of the trades are, I'd say about 75% of the trades I put out work out, but on the 25% of trades that don't work out, you're losing very little. And then on the 75% trades that do work out, you're making a very good return. That's the whole entire idea, right? And of course, I can just hand you all these trades like I've been doing. There's literally like 50 of them here, not even joking. Literally, I'm showing them to you right now. Like, you can go through every single one. I can hand you these trades, but what I really prefer to do is teach you how to do this for yourself, how to find these trades, manage your risk, use the technicals. That's the whole entire idea of it. So check out the website, join the Discord. Rooster just dropped the link to the Discord in the chat, so if you want to join the Discord, click that link, go to the website. There you go. For all the new people in here, because YouTube decided for one night to share my stream, that's an explanation of everything. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, it's all free. I'm trying my best. Hopefully it's enjoyable. I don't know. Let's go back to the charts. All right, let me go full screen real quick. What else do people want to look at? How you doing, Nick Nasty? Drop some tickers again. I know I've been saying drop some tickers and then I go off on a rant. It's just like we have more people in the stream than usual tonight, and you know these nights are very essential for my growth, just helping the newer people understand what I'm doing on the channel. AHT, we can take a look at that. So crypto is not doing too well right now. Bitcoin just broke its support, I think. Yeah, Bitcoin, give me a second. I'm sorry. This is terrible timing. Can't even log into Coinbase right now. I hate how it's whenever Bitcoin is falling, you can't log into Coinbase. Like what? Yikes. I had a really good crypto trade earlier today, so that kind of helps things, but great. Bitcoin, maybe, I don't think it's like a confirmed breakout to the downside right now, but I mean, Bitcoin, I just got the alert. It could be breaking out to the downside, maybe. Again, it depends if you get the follow through price action, right? So you could literally chart it like this and you're still completely fine, right? I just had to chart it like that. So it's just a whole entire thing about preference. What really matters is if you get that big move, right? If you get a big move, that's what will really signal a breakout to either side. So it easily could bounce here. I was just managing my risk a little bit. Cartels are locking. Okay, chill, Rooster. All right, so we were looking at AHT. Looks like support right there, resistance right there. No divergence on the 4 hour. On the daily, you could maybe consider a classic bullish divergence, but it's not really perfect because you didn't make a lower low on your price from this low to that low. So I mean, your support is 214. You bounced off of it and you went crazy, and now you're at that $3 resistance. If you break over 3, you're probably going to head up to 4. That's just how volatile it is. But remember, this could be a reversal area, and I know nothing about this company. Lucid commercials on CNBC. I haven't watched CNBC in the last week or so, so I haven't seen it. But yeah, Lucid, crazy stuff. The CCIV merger. I can't really analyze the chart. There isn't much to do on the CCIV chart. It's all just like a hype, rumor, fundamental, news, potential play. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a very complex trade that a lot of traders are taking that has provided a lot of returns, but there are still some risks, right? I'm not going to speak on it too much. It's not my decision on whether they're going to be merging. It's their decision, but it's been going crazy. It's been awesome. For the people who have been in it, I think it was up to like 19 after hours today or something. The only thing I really saw today was like, you could have created some hidden bullish divergence on like the 1 hour and 30 minute. But again, it doesn't matter. The technicals on CCIV don't matter right now. It depends on the hype and everything like that. Oh yeah, Kramer talked about it, I believe, as well. Kramer's been talking about it for a couple days now, right? Yeah, Bitcoin does have a support at 35K. What else we got here? I know, we talked about the tether thing earlier in the stream on Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin again, I guess. I mean, I don't know how you... It's like either you chart it like that and it's broken out to the downside, or you chart it like that and now it's just testing the support. So I'm just going to be conservative here and I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? If it breaks this line, there's no other way to chart it. If it breaks this line right here, that's literally it. Like if it breaks, this could be the support. But if it doesn't hold this, there's no other wick for me to chart. How many times can I reposition the line, okay? So... Pumpkin, you could, but there has to be a strategy behind it. Otherwise, you could be buying right at the beginning of a dump. You could be buying and then selling early, right? It just depends on time in the market. It depends on having a plan. But yeah, right now it looks like it actually bounced off this potential. I never like moving my lines around too much, but for something like Bitcoin, you just have to sometimes, I guess. I don't know. For now, it did bounce off of it. So, I mean, I was looking at it like this, which might have been wrong. I have no clue. All I know for sure and this is what I've been saying all stream on Bitcoin, is your next violent move should be telling, right? This is not a violent move yet. It's down 1.5% today. That's not a violent move. But if you do get a violent move on Bitcoin, that's when I think you take it into consideration, because you're at the apex of a symmetrical triangle. All these horizontal lines, the orange ones on my charts, are just support/resistance levels based on past data, right? So like, for example, this level right here, this first orange line is just this previous resistance. This second orange line is this previous resistance. This orange line is the supports right here. This orange line is the resistances right here. Supports right there. Resistances right there. Supports right there. Support right here. Support right there. You get the point? Those are what the orange lines are, wherever you have resistance or support. I just leave them on the chart, so if you ever come back to it, you know what's happening. How do you make money on the way down? You can play the bounces, right? You look for divergence, you look for support levels, you look for mini patterns, right? Like, for example, I guess we could talk about it. How do I do this? Let me try and find it, okay? Let me try and find the Bitcoin call I put out, right? And I'll pop it up on the screen. All right, there we go. I found it. All right, let me hold up. Let's drag it on over here. Let's click on this. All right, so you see this right here? Bitcoin was right here in this green box. It was at 30K, okay? There was hidden bullish divergence, right? Where the price was making higher lows. It was making higher lows, but the MACD was going down. You were also at the psychological support right here, and you were at the 0.786 retrace on Bitcoin. So you had 3 different factors lining up at around like 30,300 or something like that. And what lines did I have charted to the upside? 34K and 39K. You can't really see the right side of my screen. I wish you could. Like, you get it? They're right there on the chart. I posted this on Twitter. You can find it yourself. Bitcoin was at 30K when I posted this. I said, let's see what I said. Money BTC, like I put in the ticker for Bitcoin. Technical signaling potential reversal from the green box. This green box was at 30K, right? And Bitcoin was dumping. It was right here. What happened after that bounce area? It went up to 40K. You would have made 33% on that call. So this is where you want to be buying, only once you have multiple variables lining up, right? Until you have those buy signals. When you have those buy signals is when you want to be entering. That's the entry. But you don't want to be entering trying to catch a falling knife when there's no support, right? Because then it could just continue dumping. You could gamble it and maybe it'll work out, but you're looking for those high probability areas. XLM, a lot of people have asked about XLM, so I guess we can. It's just kind of in this range at this point. Obviously, you had the inverse head and shoulders. This was from Mitch Ray. I got this from Mitch Ray, right? I'm his Patreon, and I follow him. I look at his streams, but he did show this on his stream, so I'm fine with sharing it as well. But like, yeah, I mean, it's falling right now. Actually, when I was on my phone like 5 minutes ago, I was selling some XLM because I saw Bitcoin heading down a little bit. So yeah, I still have some XLM. But I sold a good amount of it like 5 minutes ago, literally on the stream. It's just like your next support is 28.6 cents. It's like this little range is spinning. It tried to create that inverse head and shoulders, and then it just started going sideways, and it's in a range between 28.6 cents and 32 cents. That's what XLM is doing right now. It is at the bottom of the range. Bitcoin could be at a support right here. I think right now. Peace out, Christian. Have a good one. Thank you again for the tip. And all the support you've shown. I think right now is a make or break area for Bitcoin and a lot of cryptos, right? You're at these support levels on XLM, on Bitcoin, I'm sure on a bunch of other cryptos. You're at these support levels and you want to bounce here for short-term size of reliefs, right? Because you're at these support levels, and if you break them, quite honestly, there's a lot of room to fall. I mean, you don't want to break these support levels on cryptos. So you want to bounce on crypto probably within the next couple of hours, if I'm being honest. In my opinion, not financial advice. I don't care if I'm wrong, right? And people are saying, what? You don't care if you're wrong? Well, if you were here 20 minutes ago, I was talking about risk management. where when you're right, you make a lot of money, but when you're wrong, you lose a little bit, right? For example, just pick a trade right here, Moderna. No, let's pick a goose, right? Look, when you're right, you make so much. You see that green box, that's like your profit when you're right, because you're putting yourself in a position where you can potentially gain more than you're risking. Same thing with OPTT. This was the entry of the trade, right? These are trades I've officially put out for the public for free, where your potential gain is a lot more than your risk. That's the whole point. So if you do this time and time again on every single trade, you make so much more on your winners and you lose so little on your losers. That's why as a trader, you should never be, obviously you try your best to be right, but you have to understand that you don't need to be a perfect trader. You can't be a perfect trader, otherwise everybody in the world would be rich. All you have to do as a trader is understand how to not lose too much on your mess ups and make a good amount on your correct trades, if that makes sense. You want to manage your risk. You want to make a lot when you're right and lose very little when you're wrong. And then you use the technicals to try and increase that probability, right? Where you can get that divergence, that support, that pattern, the Fibonacci level. The technicals increase the probability, and then the risk management increases the rewards and minimizes the losses. That's what that's what Mitch Ray taught me, and that's what I'm trying to teach. That's really what I do here. There we go. Do I do the trades live on stream? Not really. I don't really day trade. I put out a few day trades, like the DGLY one was like 20% in like 30 minutes. But most of the trades are swing trades. So yeah, I stream every night. I'm not streaming when the market's open. So I stream during the night, so I can't be, I guess, trading live on stream. But whenever I do put out a trade, I alert the Discord. I tweet it out. And yeah, you just have to be in the Discord, or you have to be following me on Twitter, or you could even be following my trading view page and get it like that. But yeah, I do put it out as soon as I make the trade. Yeah, a lot of people talking about the tether stuff tonight. I haven't read into it too much, but obviously it is a little bit concerning. But yeah, we have 76 people in here. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. I'm trying my best here. Join the free trading movement, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We just hit 1,500 subscribers, and Print Headshots came in the stream earlier tonight and dropped $1,500 as a congratulations, which I still can't believe. Print's insane. You see it right there on your screen, the top donor at the bottom of your screen. Print's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Print again. But there we go. Unfortunately, I have 7% power on my MacBook right now, so kind of running out of time here, if I'm being honest. I think we might call it there. I really hate to end the stream when we have 74 people in here. I really don't want to do that, but like I can't chart if my MacBook dies, and I need my mouse plugged in to chart, right? So yeah, also have to wake up at 7 to get a haircut, and it's already 11. I also need to publish the video with the timestamps, have the social media clips done. So there's a lot that goes on after the stream as well, so I can help grow the stream, right? And I have a social media team I work alongside with and everything like that. So I don't think we're done yet. We still got 80 people in here. I guess whenever my laptop dies, I can try and use my other mouse, but it's not going to work out because then my camera's going to get disconnected. Final thoughts on Bitcoin before I go. All right, we'll do one final rundown on Bitcoin. How much percent do I have? All right, we got 6% left. All right, but hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the stream and you enjoyed the stream, please just hit the subscribe button. Everything's for free. The trades are for free. I don't charge $1. The whole entire course is for free. The streams, obviously, you're here right now. What else can I say? The community of 900 people, literally everything's for free. I mean, the only thing I've charged money for is the one-on-one classes, because if I made the one-on-one classes free, there would be like way too many people signing up for me to actually run them. So I do have to put a fee on the one-on-one classes. Also in the classes, I show you like my whole entire trading process, which is worth multiples more than the price of the class. But every single person who's had the one-on-one class with me has said great things, so I'm very happy with how they've been going. Yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Final words on Bitcoin. The level to look at, in my opinion, is here. 34,869. That was your resistance right here, okay, on January 3rd. It was your support on January 15th, kind of your support on January 17th, and yeah, pretty much January 17th. And that would pretty much mean you're testing like really testing the bottom of the triangle. So on Bitcoin, you want to hold 34,800. But again, if you go to like 34,500, but then you pop right back up, you could be fine. I'm talking about look for the candle closes. See where the 4-hour candle closes. See where the daily candle closes. You want to wait for confirmation unless you get a violent move. If you get a violent move, that's when you take caution. Unless it's to the upside, which is what you're obviously hoping for. Because when you're at the end of a neutral pattern, whichever move happens is telling for the future, right? If you break out to the upside, that's telling for the future. If you break to the downside, that's telling for the future. So it's near the apex of the pattern. There's still like, what day is it? It's the 19th. There's still like 4 more days of the pattern. So within the next 4 days, it's going to break out. So just set up your alerts. I already have my alerts set up. Set up your alerts, be ready. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you joined the stream, if you enjoyed the stream, and join the Discord, okay? I want every single person here in the Discord if you want free trade setups from me, okay? How do you join the Discord? Let me show you. All right. So if you want to join the Discord, you go to the description, okay? Then you go to freetradingmovement.com, my website. You go to freetradingmovement.com and you click on this banner and you're in. There's 900 people in there. You can get my trades. You can talk to 900 other people. You can learn how to trade. It's all there. Rooster actually just what's it called? Rooster just dropped the link in the chat. So that's how you join the Discord. Please, it's free. Okay, if you want to, go for it. Thank you all for an amazing stream. This is one of the best streams. The stream has 1,400 views. What? Alright, well, this was probably maybe the best stream ever. 91 likes. Oh my gosh, the support tonight. The $1,500 tip from Print. Thank you all so much for the support. I have 3% left. I have 3% battery. I'm taking this all the way to 1%. Thank you so much for all the support. Have a great night. Trade safely. And yeah, thank you for changing my life. I'm going to see you tomorrow at 9 EST, so subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I do go live tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter at ChampionVibe, for my trade updates for all my charts. And yeah, I stream every single night at 9 EST for the new people in here. Appreciate the subscription, Patrick, everybody in here. And yeah, thank you all for support. Have a great night. Peace out. What do you want to listen to? What do we end the stream with? Let's go with Mac Miller, maybe. Okay. What's a good song to play? Let's go with this one. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Peace out. Hit that like button.
As hard as it gets, cool, calm, and collected. Holding my breath, this ain't what I expected. Don't argue to death, pull my heart out my chest. The card is all on the table, I'm calling it. Don't say it, I swallow it. When living off of borrowed time, often I'm on the fence, on the line, adding up what's on my mind. My feet on the clouds, head on the ground. Yeah, we going down, bet you know me now. I'm treading water, I swear. That if I drown, I don't care. They calling for me from the shore. I need more. Well, it ain't perfect, but I don't mind. Because it's worth it. Is it? Who really has the time at all? Is it? It ain't perfect, but I don't mind. Cause on the surface I look so fine. But really I'm bugging, making something out of nothing. Yeah, it feels feel like the weekend on a Tuesday. I could move dates, I got something else to do, they always do, hey, if I do say. The dudes say with the homies like it's Kool-Aid. Me, I'm just trying to play it cool, J. Anyways, yeah, mind over matter, I'm purer than alkaline. Been stuck on album time, I gotta get out to shine. Fly on the wall, shit, I was bugging. Miss me like you getting withdrawal, I keep that coming, yeah. I'm treading water, I know. If I stop moving, I'll float. Ain't nothing new.
Just play it cool, baby. Just play it cool. You know? Cool.
Well, it ain't perfect, but I don't mind. Because it's worth it. Who really has the time at all? It ain't perfect, but I don't mind. Cause on the surface I look so fine. But really I'm bugging, making something out of nothing. Yeah. Tell me you love me, spin me around. Pretty please pick me up in the air and don't put me down. Seen it all unfold, sat back and watched. Knowing time don't give a fuck about clocks until they stop. Bare feet, running late, her car started even though the only thing that she driving a hard bargain. More important is I'm kinda sorta out the door, but she put me back together when I'm out of order. Perfect.